Stellar family, welcome back to the Crypto ZX channel. As you can tell by the title of the video, we're going to be talking about everything XLM, really understanding, what's happening right now with XLM and of course what we could be expecting. Shout out to you guys, for showing so much love. Something interesting is happening with Stellar, and I know a lot of people are scratching their heads right now because, you're looking across the board, pretty much everything is down, but XLM is one of the few coins that's actually in the green, pretty much break even, and it's actually up in Bitcoin comparative. It's not like it's exploding to Mars, there's no, doubts in that. It's not exploding to Mars or anything like that, but it really shows us where the momentum really is right now, for XLM. You can see this for yourself. In USD comparative, it's pretty much break even, but in Bitcoin comparative, it's up 0.9% with the price at 27.2 cents. Also, a valuation at 8.4 billion and the 24-hour trading volume at $116.9 million. And I've said this a lot of times on my channel, but I'll say it again. We are not seeing a lot of retail exposure towards, crypto markets right now. And this, move is mainly driven by none other than, institutional interest, big money flowing into BTC, which of course is going to have a positive impact on altcoins. Altcoins are going to see a gradual increase with Bitcoin, but in terms of that explosive move, we're far from that. But before we get into any further, as always, just a quick disclaimer: anything on this channel is not financial advice. Always do your own due diligence and research when you are investing in crypto. So if you're looking at the Bitcoin dominance, it actually went up to 65% just this morning, and that's a level that we haven't seen again since 2021. So in terms of an altcoin season, we're nowhere near an altcoin season. If anyone's telling you that this is an altcoin season, please guys, we're nowhere near that. Look what happened last cycle. We did see that first run, and then you saw the dominance fall down to the likes of 57.24%, went up to 73%, a staggering 73% dominance, and then you saw this major drop for the dominance into the summer or quarter four, and that's where altcoin and even Bitcoin broke towards an all-time high. This time around, institutional interest is coming. That is something that a lot of people overlook, so that is something we will need to keep in mind. But if you're looking at BTC, let's take a look at Bitcoin on an hourly time frame, so you can understand what's happening. So if you're looking at BTC here, of course, a little bit of a retracement, nothing crazy though, nothing crazy, but of course, the fact that dominance did the complete opposite, it's going to have an impact on altcoins, and that's what we can see right now. But XLM is showing good strength right now. So again, you guys are going to be confused looking at the daily time frame. We're only going to be focusing on the hourly time frame when it comes to technical analysis. So pretty much ranging around this level. You can see obviously the 26th April, this kind of goes back to H bar as well. I said that in my H bar update. A lot of a retest that you did see for some altcoins in April where they did reach some heights. Nothing crazy, like I said, but we still have not yet to see that level being retested. So of course that is due to the dominance. As I've said, it's pretty much clear as that. But look where we retested today, 26.7 cents. What is the 26.7 cents? A level where we got supported by last time as well. So did we around this range. So I'm not surprised that we did see a little bit of a push towards the upside, of course. But speaking about the push towards the upside, you guys can see we do have some significant resistance in our way, and the 24-hour trading volume is not as high as you would want. So pretty much what you want to be looking at right now is Bitcoin. If Bitcoin pushes up, I think we do see XLM pretty much recovering up to the 28 cents mark. If not, we could actually drop below this key support line, making our way down to 26.1 cents, which is the next major support line. Again, if you want to put this into perspective, that would be a 5% move. So just looking at the short time scales, so that is something we could expect, but so far so good. Like what I'm seeing, holding better than the broader market, which of course is nice to see, but we're going to take it one step at a time. Love you all. See you later in Crypto ZX, and peace.